Spirit Sports Consultants presents
our NFC North preview. Who will win the NFC North? Interesting division this year. I mean, who knows what the Packers are going to do with Jordan Love. The Bears look to be improving with Justin Fields coming up to speed. The Vikings, we feel, were a little bit overrated last year, and now they've lost Dalvin Cook and a few other key contributors. And then the Lions. Are the Lions still rebuilding since 1957? I can say that Lions fans have been to 8 Lion Road games. Let's see. Let's begin with Chicago Bears. What are the Bears going to do this year? We think they've definitely improved. We saw some flashes with Justin Fields towards the end. They've added some key components on offense. Should be a little bit more explosive. We like them challenging for this division, and we could definitely see them in second place in this division, giving the Vikings and Packers a run for their money. But what we want to see is a little bit more consistent passing from Fields. We think, obviously running is key, but you've got to be able to balance that in this NFL with linebackers even being able to match some of the fast quarterbacks insofar as speed, not to mention defensive backs. We want to see improvement there. And for now, we see the Bears maybe being a year away. But with the wide open NFC, we see them as a bubble team contending for a wild card. Next, we have Go Pack Go, the Green Bay Packers. And for the first in all of our division previews, we're going to kind of throw our hands up and say we don't know. We're going to give them an unknown rating here, and here's why. We question why a team that had Aaron Rodgers last year couldn't compete for a playoff, and now you're going to replace him with an unproven Jordan Love and expect to get better. We don't really see that happening, but we don't know. We hear good reports about Jordan Love that he's ready to take the next step, but it's too early to tell. We have them probably as a rebuilding team, if anything, if we're forced to make a selection, but we're going to come out with a re-ranking after we've seen maybe 4 to 5 games. Otherwise, like I said, it's just too early to call on that one. Sorry for the flaky prediction, but that's all we have for these guys. Looking ahead now at the Lions and the Vikings, we'll talk next about the Minnesota Vikings, who are NFC North defending champs, putting up a very impressive 13-4 regular season record and then 13-5, including the playoff loss against the New York Giants. Looking at the offseason moves, losing Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, a clutch receiver for them for years, and some key players on the defensive side of the ball. And let's look a little deeper at what they did last year. Look at this catch here. Very lucky win at Buffalo. I know Vikings fans will say, no, it was a great win. You had Josh Allen fumbling at his own 1-yard line. That catch on 4th and 18, that was a lucky win. If you look at what they did at Miami, they won at Miami when Miami didn't have Tua playing. So 3-3 against playoff teams, and then, like I just said, if you look at the Buffalo and the Miami game, kind of suspect. That could have easily gone 2-4. We think the Vikings are more like the team that showed up here after beating Buffalo and got throttled by the Dallas Cowboys. And not to worry, Viking fans, we don't think your team is bad. We just think they fall right in the middle, and we see them as a bubble team contending for the wild card in 2023. The division, we feel, goes to the silver and blue, which we'll cover right now. We really started on the Lions bandwagon in the second half of 2022, actually earlier than that when they put up really impressive outings against Philadelphia. They lost, but they really scored a lot, and you could see Jared Goff kind of coming to his own. So we think this year, no more rebuilding since 1957, and we think that the Lions take the division because they've got solid performers on both sides of the ball. The defense should be better this year, and then what Jared Goff did last year, and then if we can get Jameson Williams for a full season, we think that with the combination of receiving talent that they've got, they're going to put up a lot of points. So that, like we've stated, this is our pick for NFC North champs. The one thing we caution, Lions are historically slow starters, and they're terrible on the road. And not to sound too harsh, but we've gone personally to 8 Lion road games. 8 with our friends who are Lion fans. And guess what their record was? 0-8. So while they dominated home Ford Field, you're going to have to be able to win on the road if they're going to make the playoffs and go far.
That's all for this time. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe to our channel, and we look forward to sharing our future videos with you.